guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time seeing me, be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you will be sure to see me again. The vibes here are just real as fuck, and I just don't even doubt it for a moment that you won't want to come back. Okay, now anyway, this is for Ready to Love season 3 episode 9. I wanted to be sure to give y'all this episode review before the new one comes on Friday, and we did have a week off, so I'm not behind. We had a week off. Didn't have a new episode last week, which was exactly what I needed, because I just been in cruise control in my bed, like for real. Wintertime, I just love being in my sheets, like you don't even know, for real. So anyways, you guys, let's get on right into this episode. Actually, before we start the review, I'm going to have a quarantine party, which means, like I did for my birthday, I'm going to come on here tomorrow for us to all link up and stay home and stay healthy, you guys. Yes.
Fine.
Okay, hold on.
9.
Sorry about that, y'all. My fine self is a mama of 2, so periodically you guys do hear and see my children in my videos. But as I was saying, so quarantine party, we staying home, we staying healthy. Don't risk your health going out there, out to go party, y'all. We gonna link up, make sure this is what I need y'all to do. Even though we don't know what time we're linking up on this live tomorrow, I need y'all to comb y'all hair, okay? Put your good wig on, for some ladies that are a little bit like myself. Get dressed, okay? And make sure y'all have something good to drink. You know, I don't know if you like edibles, you like to smoke, you know, make sure you got your goodies, your party favors and stuff, well before 8. I say that just because it's pretty much, it gets dark then, and that's pretty much when people start lurking around. And like I said, staying safe is I mean that in more than one way. So in all areas, protect yourself, okay? And come meet me back over here on my channel. I will be sure to post the times. I'm in California time, so PST for me. I have to make sure I said that right. All right, and without further ado, the review. Okay, let's do it. So Tommy says dates based off of wanting the guys to spend more time with the woman who gets the least amount of time. So if she ain't your number one, you got to date with her this week. And Jay tells Joy about it, and he's nervous because that's his boo. You know, like, you got to tell your boo, like, look, I got to go spend time with somebody else. I ain't going to really be able to talk to you like that. And she feels like Tommy is shaking up her situation that she got going on. But she doesn't have anything to worry about. This is more, I feel like for Jay, this is more so homework for him than it is like a pleasurable thing. And I'm sorry, Winter. Kalfani wasn't really forthcoming to Denise about Tommy's request for the date, but she was excited about it because she's been deprived of Kalfani, so she says. Kalfani is still her number one, and he's made her number 2, but she doesn't even have a clue about it. Kalfani says his biggest fear with Denise is being jealous, and she's just like that. Oh, she said to him, she said, is that just with me, or, you know, like with all women? He was like, with you. And she has lost him. I told y'all in my video before last, I might have even mentioned it twice, that whole, you know, I'm not afraid to put on my gloves and fight for my man and all that kind of stuff. Like, he wasn't feeling it. He wasn't feeling it. You know, you walking past, stomping your feet while I'm laid up with her on a couch. I think it was that one other time. And, you know, he just been clocking it, and he don't like to fit. Like most men, he doesn't like to feel like he's being controlled, especially during the dating phase. Like, you're not his woman. Anyways, she's thinking, okay, I feel like Denise is thinking when Kalfani tells her this, you know, I feel like she's thinking, okay, he told me his problem with me, we communicated it, and now we can move past it. But Kalfani has written her off. Like, I just want her just to jump ship and just give all that attention and affection she has for Kalfani onto Anthony, because if not, I just don't see her staying for another episode. But then again, she does have competition with Winter. I feel like it could be really shaky between either one of them, really, to be going home. Rashid and Alex's date wasn't nothing going on. Edwin and Joy have a date. Edwin asked about her flaws in her marriage, and she told Edwin that she gave her ex too much of herself and she didn't keep anything for herself. And he wanted to know how she copes with that. And she says she prays, she meditates, and that she also goes to therapy. And he said, you know what? Because of you, thanks to you, I'm also gonna go to therapy too for my PTSD. Sorry guys, I don't have PTSD, so if I scramble over it, said it wrong, I caught myself. I got it. Um, he I feel like good for you, Edwin. I'm glad that that was something that you were open minded to somebody else putting you on to, because I feel like there's this stigma that black people are so afraid to go to therapy and that we don't go talk to other people about our problems. But hello, I mean, this, what do you think all us YouTubers are doing when we sit in front of these cameras and we speak, you know? It's like free therapy. How you think Ayanla has been in business so long, repairing relationships and stuff? Like, black people go to therapy, and I want that to just be a thing of the past, because I feel like even if it did have some truth to it, um, I know a lot of people and myself that are willing to do things differently now. And also, therapy can also be a life coach. It can also be those what do they have? Those I can't think of the word for it right now. Basically, conferences where people have events and you go pay to listen to somebody speak. I used to look forward to those as a kid when we had speakers at my job. Every year we have a motivational speaker come, and granted, that's not the same as therapy, but I'm just trying to point out that black people aren't closed off to the idea of it, and we do know that it does us good. And moving forward, I don't want to hear black people don't go to therapy, because we do. The end. Okay. His flaw is not being able to ask for help. So he asked her question, and he answered it in return and said his flaw is, regardless of what's going on in his life, he could be sinking in his ship with finances. He would not ask for help because he always just depended on himself. And they end up slow dancing, and there was no music, and I thought that was so corny and cute at the same time, because I just have this thing with slow dancing and, you know, with nobody around. Um, Granted, every time I think about it and I want to do it, it will be with music. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. They're on a show, they can't get copyright infringement, so they had to do it with no music. I feel like Edwin is a really strong second choice for Joy. It's obvious that he's her second choice, but I feel like it's so close with him and Jay because of her emotional connection with Jay. I mean, with Edwin, I feel like I could tell that he meets her needs, if that makes any sense. Like, and not reason why I know it makes sense, but I'm saying as a second, like as a second person, how does, you know what I mean? I feel like he meets her needs, and Jay just might be what she wants in terms of physical attributes. And I'm not saying that they don't have an emotional connection as well. I just feel like hers is stronger with Edwin, but it doesn't go as far as it has gone with Jay. Because for one, she has locked onto Jay first, and two, I just think that she just might be more sexually attracted to not sexually attracted. I don't think she cocking her legs open and humping on nobody, which I will really want to know who on the show has had intercourse, you know. But anyways, I don't think they have. Physically attracted to, I should say. Anyways, Jay and Winter go on this date that sealed their fate. I say it sealed their fate because I feel like Winter was already battling with trying to cope with being both of these dudes seconds. When I say both, I mean Jay and Anthony. She had to cope with being number two twice. And this date, I felt like it was just her breaking point when it came with Jay. Like, it was the start of a let's get to it. What I got. Jay is firm on his choice with Joy being his number one. And I feel like at this point it is super duper clear on that. They seem to be having an easy conversation at first, right? They get together, they're up under the stars. He tells her, oh, this particular star is an Aquarius star, just like your sign, so I thought you would like it. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet. And then, they just begin having these conversations. Now, it would seem like they were having these cards where they were able to ask each other questions from the cards, and Jay was not being open with answering the questions, and Winter clocked it, and it just, she says that him being so closed off comes off as him not being genuine. And at one point she's like, why haven't we kissed yet? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you what you want. And then he proceeds to give her a kiss on the cheek, and the date was over right then and there. Like, first she was being close, like, first time you're number two, then you're not really wanting to open up to me, and then I asked you about a kiss. We never even kiss, and when we do kiss, you kiss me on my cheek. Winter, you should never ask for a kiss. Read your room. Read your room. You think you would have to? You think you would have to ask the man that is interested in you for a kiss? That don't even. You played yourself with that one. I felt like I wouldn't. He would have been asking me for a kiss. I just didn't like that. I like a woman who goes after what she wants, but not when it comes to men. I just need you to show a little bit of interest and then fall back. Let him know you're interested and then fall back. I was so embarrassed for Winter. I just felt like I felt secondhand embarrassment from my TV screen. Anyways, Rashid has a date with Adriana, and the only thing worth mentioning about this date, okay, is that Adriana is keeping her options open. If she has a number one, she sure isn't letting on about it. I don't think she does, because she tongues it down with I think I'm exaggerating. I don't recall if they really like use tongue or not. With Rashid, and he tells her, look, Rashid says to Adriana, look, I know you got options, I got options, but I want you to know that you're my number one. And she didn't say it back, and he peeped that. And he seemed to have really kind of felt a way about it. He didn't really let on. If he did, they didn't show it. What Winter lacked from her date with Jay, she for sure got with Anthony. So I felt like this episode was really so more so about Winter, Anthony, and Jay. For me, I felt like she got her closure and her letdown from Jay, and then she moved up with Anthony. Let's talk about it. So while playing tennis, she isn't shy to ask for no kiss. Girl, how far apart were these dates? Like, Winter was really at it. Anthony was more than happy to oblige to, basically, so this is what happened. They had this tennis match, and she was like, if I win, you gotta give me a kiss on the lips. She made sure to throw that in there because she had just been let down by Jay, I think, the night prior. So he's like, cool, like, either way, Anthony was more than happy to oblige. He's like, I win either way. So she ended up winning, and they end up kissing. And Jay told Tommy he didn't want to kiss Winter on the lips because Joy and him had kissed prior. Now, I don't know how prior this was, if he just meant in general, I've already kissed Joy, or that day and he was trying to be considerate. I don't know. But either way, that was his reasoning for not wanting to kiss her. Alex went home. I know I'm just now getting around to saying that, but was anybody surprised by that? I think that was pretty obvious. She had put her all into Brian. So once Brian went home, it was only so, I feel like that was like logically we all knew Alex was going home. I think it may be Edwin next, because I'm pretty sure they're going, the women are going to have the power next. Anthony told Denise about his date with Winter, and I hope she was taking notes, because he told her, I still want you to stay. I want you to stay. And to see if we have a deeper connection. No, that's with Denise. That was with Denise. Anthony told that to Denise. Okay, so I'm skipping ahead. So Denise it was between Alex and Denise to go home. So that's why I said I do think that whenever it does go back into the power of the men, that Denise may be going home. Because of Calfani no longer vouching for it. That's why, unless she has a stronger connection with Anthony, then it's going to crumble. But then Anthony now is having a strong connection with Winter. And he told Denise about it because Denise asked him about his date with Winter. And he told her, like, we kissed and it was some sparks there. And I want you to stay. And I want to see if we have a deeper connection. And that's why I hope that she clocked that, because he told her, I do. I don't, Denise just does not know that Calfani has I feel like really just written her off. So I believe they're yeah, Edwin and then Denise. What do y'all think? Who do y'all think is up next? Like, how's this gonna pan out? I'm not really sure how many episodes we have next. And I also wanted to tell y'all something. So y'all know, as my job of reviewing the show, I have to go look at some of the castmates' interviews. Granted, I do not watch everybody's interview because, just is everybody's doing the interview and everybody's just not interesting enough to watch an interview with. However, I did watch one with Alicia, and it was really juicy. It was really juicy. She talked about being pregnant while on the show. Okay. She knew she was pregnant. I think she said she was 5 months, but she didn't want to turn it down because she felt like she still deserved. She still was looking for her man. The man that she had got pregnant by wasn't in the picture. And so she just felt like whoever I meet will be willing to love me and my now 2 kids and 1 in the oven, so a total of 3 children. And I just felt like, Alicia, I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that that's true. I don't believe for a moment that the reason why you decided to still go on national television, a dating show at that, looking for love, was because you were genuinely looking for love while 5 months pregnant. I think it was more so not wanting to miss the opportunity of being on television. She didn't say that, and let's run. This is why I don't want to believe that, because if you telling the truth about not wanting to, you really looking for love, I just felt like you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that, and I felt like it made a lot of sense with a lot of her conversation. She said she wasn't trying to hide it from nobody, but nobody knew. And she said she pretty much didn't have a lover vibe with anybody. She wasn't attracted to anybody, and going on the show, she was trying to basically let her walls down in terms of her standards. She said she could be really shallow when it comes to who she dates and be really picky, and she was trying to be open-minded on the show. But however, Alicia, somebody will have to be beyond open-minded to have been willing to date you while you were 5 months pregnant with your 3rd child, when many of these people, not all of them, some of these people have older children or none at all. Which, granted, women with children need love too. I don't feel like it's over for you if you have children, but I just don't see the logic behind dating while pregnant. She said that she's not ashamed of her pregnancy. There was no way she was going to terminate her pregnancy. She just basically got her some quarantine D and got pregnant. Now, granted, I feel like, okay, that should be, I could see why you would think that that's just period done. You said everybody has sex. Everybody's out here getting some sex during quarantine. I just so happen to get pregnant. No, Alicia, I'm not going to accept that. I can't, babe. I can't. Listen, you are an older woman, okay? I think Alicia just turned 40 years old, I think she said. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable because as a mother of 2 and a 40-year-old, you know what sex unprotected comes of that. So, yes, you are entitled as a single woman to get some D. Like she said, I'm pretty sure many of them had got some puss or some D before they went and hopped on the show. Okay? I get it. But you're trying to say, I just happen to get pregnant. Like, no, sis. At your age, you need to be taking precautions to being in control of your fertility. Period. Especially when it's just somebody that you're casually dating. Alicia, and I like Alicia. I like Alicia, but I mean, the scandal of it all. The scandal of it all. When we are not focusing on Naya, I'm telling you, Alicia is taking the cake with this whole pregnant this pregnancy thing. OMG. Congratulations on her new bundle of joy. I cannot wait for this reunion show. I cannot wait. I feel like at this point, just hurry up and tell me who gonna get with who, and just give me the reunion at this point, okay? Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Comment down below, share this video, and don't forget to join me tomorrow for I'm not gonna say bringing in the new year. Let's just say our New Year's Eve party, okay? Our quarantine party. Stay safe. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Oh, and shout out to everybody else that has been subscribing. I still love all my old subscribers. There's some of y'all that I see frequently throughout my comment section, but there has been a plethora of new subscribers, and I'm so happy to have y'all here. Make sure you guys are catching up on old content because it is there. And until next time, later. Follow me on Instagram at Prissy Solo.